Right. Move.
Good morning, friends. Namaskar, Vanakkam. I greet all of you on this very auspicious day of 77th year of our independence. We all know we celebrate year after year. And somebody was questioning yesterday, why do we celebrate? I immediately said we celebrate to tell our young generation. We know that this is a day which we got after a considerable amount of struggle and sacrifices. We celebrated this horror remembrance day yesterday when 10 lakh people crossed over from one border to the other side, and the kind of torture that the families had undergone. It is something, when you look at the photographs, you will realize that what a struggle we have faced in the past. But that apart, we have overcome that. We have observed that day, and we have also started looking at what we have done. Now I was wondering, on this 77th day, what do I tell? Year after year we talk, we listen. We listen to everybody, we have a lot of celebrations, patriotic songs. I thought I'll start with a sermon that we all remember day after day, year after year, that is Satyamev Jayate. We read in many of the posters, Satyamev Jayate is one which says truth shall prevail. Truth can be tortured, truth can be troubled, truth can be put to all kinds of problems. But let me tell you, ultimately it is the truth that prevails. You can twist, you can modify, you can misguide people, mislead people by distorting truth, but it prevails, let me tell you. So therefore I thought this is one good day where we need to tell everybody that truth always prevails and truth remains truth, whatever it may be. And in a country like ours, where we all have full, firm faith in Almighty. When I say Almighty, it is the creation of universe. Whatever you may practice, whatever you may believe in, it is the Almighty that controls, and that also controls the truth which remains enshrined in every mind, and every mind knows that we may distort, but ultimately that shall prevail. That is where I'll begin. Now, 77th day, I was analyzing yesterday that what is it that 77 holds for us. I remember when I was somewhere in my second year, not second year of doctorate. That is where we went to see exhibition, and Coca-Cola was banned in our country at that time. They said, we'll start with something indigenous. And that is where they started our own product, cola. That was a name given, and then there was a competition, what name do we give it? Since it was 77, they said, well, we'll call it 77. So they started that. That is the point where we all got confident that we can do everything. So we started from that point and we started looking at everything in terms of infrastructure, health sector, our road developments, railway developments, aviation development. We started working on that. Gradually, we moved from there. I will not give you the data again because year after year I've been giving it. We have done exceedingly well, and we have now reached a stage where yesterday I was looking at the report of WION, BBC and other channels including CNN, where every channel towards the end of the news they said, India is now to call it a developing country or on the verge of development will not be a fair thing. It is a developed country. Now our country with this much of diversity, this much of population, these many traditions, if you look at, we are a developed country now. Well, some people, the economists so-called, they will say we are a developing nation, very fast developing nation. They said it is a developed country and that is a matter of pride for all of us. So 77th day when we are celebrating, it is a day when we are a developed nation and we are competing with any other nation in the world. Not only that, in terms of international relations, if you analyze our foreign policy now, the whole world says what India does is to be followed. Because our policy has always been one of coexistence, one of peace, one of progress, one of prosperity, and one where we should handhold all those nations who have not been able to do very well, and that has been amply demonstrated with the kind of help that we had rendered to our neighbors during COVID, during famine. We have been giving food grains, we have been giving medicines. So this proves that we are a nation which is not only looking at our own self, we look at the world and we look at our neighbors' welfare also. This message is going in a very strong, subtle manner all over the world that here is a country which needs to be followed. And this is where everybody had started saying foreign policy should be your own interest first. And that interest is peace, prosperity, and living in a very proper coexistence-like situation. So therefore, we are all proud that we belong to a country which, despite all difficulties, is a country which is progressing and which is helping the mankind to progress in a very peaceful manner all over. Now I will, if you just give a little thought on what we have done in this 77 years. Data can be procured, data can be taken, data can be looked at, but let me tell you, you name an area, be it infrastructure, be it health sector, be it education sector, any area you look at, we have done so very well that we have nothing else but to say we are proud of ourselves. We are proud as Indians, we are proud भारत के हम लोग हैं और भारत का झंडा हमको ऊपर रखना है. That is the reason that we said this tricolor should be there for 3 days. So therefore, our chest swells up with absolute pride when I say I am a Bharatiya. I belong to a country which looks at the welfare of human beings. So this is where we are now, and from here onwards, we are not going to look back at any stage. Be it our neighbors, be it our hostile neighbors, you compare where these hostile neighbors are and where we are surging very fast, and that is where some people are jealous also. Therefore, I would urge all of you to keep your chest high, keep your face high, keep telling everybody that we belong to a country which is the real margdarshan of the world. We are, there is no doubt about it. Whenever it comes to any international conflict, any food problem, any of the international issues, people look forward to us. Developed countries like USA, Germany, any other European country or Eastern country, they look at what Indians are doing, let's follow that. This is, I think, nothing better can be there than this. Therefore, I greet all of you. I urge all my youngsters that have full faith in democratic values. You may have temporary setbacks here and there, but please remember, it is the highest democratic sense that brought us here to such a high esteem, and that is what we need to keep in mind, that democratic values throughout the world would be the one which will take our word to a word of peace. So we respect this policy, continue to do that. All my youngsters who are now going to be the future leaders should remember that whatever we have followed, we will continue to cherish, and we will remember and will follow these policies all the way. With a word that I started, Satyamev Jayate. Please don't forget that. And the other slogan that we have been saying, Vasudev Kutumbakam, whatever I have said, everything can be summed up in that. Therefore, let's celebrate, let's sing, let's rejoice, and let's celebrate whatever way you want. You may have a party, you may have a dance, you may have a debating competition, whatever way you want. Let's celebrate together and feel proud of our country, our great nation, where many people had sacrificed. And the word that goes, that here is a nation which is very strong, and we are ready to face any adversary that comes in the light of Satyamev Jayate. That's what my message is. Please remember, truth prevails, truth remains, and don't ever get deterred by minor aberrations here and there. Respect this. Satyamev Jayate and Vasudev Kutumbakam. I greet all of you on this wonderful day, and my congratulations to all those who have come here and those who are celebrating this wonderful day. Thank you very much. I shall say Jai Hind 3 times. Let's repeat. Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Thank you very much. You see, I said this is a day to be celebrated, and I in the last sentence said you can celebrate, you can sing, you can dance, and I'm delighted that our toddlers of this daycare center have prepared some cultural item for cultural program for 2-3 minutes. I know it's very hot, it's uncomfortable, but then we are all known for facing hardships. This is a minor thing. Enjoy this performance by our young toddlers, and we should appreciate their performance. Thank you.
Happy Independence Day.
ये देश है वीर जवानों का, रेलों का, मस्तानों का, इस देश का यारों है, इस देश का यारों का कहना, ये देश है दुनिया का कहना। मेरा दूसरा है जापानी, ये कसलू हिंदुस्तानी, सत्तलालों की रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी। मेरा दूसरा है जापानी, ये कसलू हिंदुस्तानी, सत्तलालों की रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी। आजा आजा जिंदुशानियां के तले, आजा जली वाले नीले आसमान के तले। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयजशीतलाम, सस्यश्यामलाम मातरम वंदे मातरम। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, समझो बेबदली होगी है। रंग दे बसंती चोला माए रंग दे बसंती चोला माए रंग दे बसंती चोला रंग दे बसंती चोला माए रंग दे तुझे सलाम अम्मा तुझे सलाम मल्ले आओ बच्चों तुम्हें दिखाए झांकी हिंदुस्तान की इस मिट्टी से तिलक करो ये धरती है बलिदान की
Mana Adinaya Jaya